Yes, we are live. Welcome back, my dear friends. Welcome back to another amazing episode of Zero Point Healing Show. This is episode number 28. And today we are going to talk about healing relationships and breaking the old patterns. And we are going to do that today with regression therapy. And we are going to dig deep and look into what regression therapy is and how it can actually help us heal relationships. And by healing relationships, what we are going to do is cover all types of relationships, not just the relationship with our life partner, for example. Instead, relationships with our mother, with our father, with our maybe in the workplace, with our boss, for example, or it can be with our friends. So relationships, what we are going to do is cover all the relationships, especially there might be issues, major issues that we are facing, for example, with our parents. And there are a lot of reasons behind that, what we are trying to learn by having these issues in the relationships. So a lot of stuff to discuss about on the show. And I have with me Sonia today, who is a regression therapist, and she's also a beautiful channeler, which I'm gonna talk about in the show. But anyways, before I move on to her, I am Vishnupriya, and I'm a healer myself. I am certified in past life regression and in many other modalities as well. And I specialize in the money aspect of things. Especially, I help healers and therapists and facilitators to overcome their fears and set up their business and open up the uh, wealth gate, or whatever you would like to call it, as the cash flow. So that's my specialization. That's what I specialize in. And that's what actually led me into Zero Point Healing as well. This is a platform that I've put together for healers and therapists and facilitators who are changing this world, but who doesn't really have a platform of this kind where they can show themselves to the world. As well as this Zero Point Healing is also so what I'm trying to do is bring all of these people together in one platform so we can join together and show the power to the world. So if you are a healer or therapist or a facilitator, I welcome you to Zero Point Healing. It is zeropointhealing.com. You can go there and register yourself, as well as apply for this kind of an interview with me. Okay, so done with the introduction part. I'm moving on to Sonia. Welcome, Sonia. Thank you so much for coming to my show. So tell me about you and how you started off with regression therapy and all of the spiritual woo-foo stuff.
Hi, Vishnu. It's such a pleasure to be here with you. So how I got started, I spent most of my adult life working in international business and technology field. And I was very lucky to have the opportunity to work for the company in Silicon Valley for about 10 years. And it was a good time that where I got to travel a lot. I get to work with a lot of brilliant people, intelligent people, and get to be on the front end of the technology that propel the civilization in our life. But I believe it was about 5 years ago or 6 years ago or even longer. I just felt it was really nice to work for corporate, to work with intelligent people, and to do this life of my dream, traveling and meeting new people. But then I just felt there was something more, and I was just curious of what my life was about. I mean, I was looking for the meaning of my life, and as many people also was wondering, like, what is our life purpose? So that actually got me started on a journey of looking for different topics of spirituality. And I came upon regression therapy about 4 years ago because I was suffering from severe anxiety. I'm generally a very happy person, but no matter what I do and how much I sleep. I was always suffering from this very strong anxiety, and it manifested as, bad dreams. And so I went for my first regression therapy, and just with simple intention to look for my anxiety. But then, whoa, I mean, a floodgate just opened. In that first ever regression therapy I've had, I actually was confronted to a past life where I had the relationship with my mother, the mother I currently have, and she was in that life as well. So it actually just exposed a lot of hidden emotions I have had with her all my life, like, so I just decided I have to study that because it's just incredible. Yeah.
That is so beautiful. So, talking about healing relationships, I think you've already touched upon that now. So, tell us about your experience, your knowledge about how we can heal relationships, especially let's start off with relationships with our parents. So, relationship with our mother, with our father. And during childhood, we go through lots of different things that we have with our mother and father, which actually affects throughout the life. So, tell us about how regression therapy can help us heal relationships.
Yeah. So I believe every parent is always doing their best to provide a better life for their child. And I know that I was born into a very loving family as well. But despite the best intention each parent has, they all inherent as well the behaviors, the mentality, the styles of communication, or the view perspective of life from their parents. So what we are talking about basically is that, we are talking about, we have inherited generation and generation of way of living, a way of dealing with life. And sometimes it's not, it's outdated. So because back then, we were not given so much opportunity to look into our emotions. Survival and bringing food was the primary drive of life. So most of our parents, and even I noticed in my family, that they were super driven. They just wanted to provide family with a good life, money, food, clothes, whatever you need for education. But very often there was a suppressed way on emotions, because it was not necessary. It was ignored. It was suppressed. So many clients who came to me, I have discovered that many of our parents actually have difficulty expressing their emotions. And very often they just turn out to be very passive aggressive. They would use guilt to trip the children to do what they want. They would use anger, for example, when they cannot express, they just turn into anger. So that's one of the most efficient way to get other people to do what you want. So for example, and when we grow up loving our parents the way they are, we just absorb. That was the way to interact with them. That was the way, when my parent is angry, I have to behave. I have to shut up. I have to, suppress what I want so I can make her happy, for example. And that actually formed our personality when we grow up. And very often we take that personality of us into our relationship with our friends. We probably run into friends that are very domineering as well, or we run into boss or boyfriend or husband or wife that exhibit similar behavior or emotional pattern as our mother or father, or even grandparents, the caretaker, depends who you grow up with. And through the regressions, I was taken back to the childhood and also to different lifetimes. And with my client as well, very often we examine the theme that they are here to explore, how they are unable, how to explore what happened in the childhood, what happened in this interaction that actually caused them to become the way they are today. And through whether it's past life or we go back to childhood to do the inner child healing, I think we are able to look into what happened as when we are young, and with the intelligence we have, with the understanding we have, with the compassion we have, it's a very beautiful and empowering process to make peace with the child, or allow the child to make peace with what happened, and know that, you know, they could react differently. They could react the way that is more in alignment to who they actually are deep down, and they don't have to be afraid anymore to be unliked, disliked if they don't, you know, please the other person. So I've seen a lot of clients who came to me having lifelong issues with whether it's a father or it's the mother, or maybe it's a sibling, the sister or the brother. And I think through this journey back to the childhood, or sometimes it's the past lifetime, that they were all able to, first of all, to become aware what was holding them back from, you know, them becoming who they are. And then, you know, they were given the tools, given the healings and the transformation that is best for them, each of them. And then miraculously, when they come back to this lifetime, usually I would speak to my clients 2 weeks afterwards, or sometimes 3 weeks, and they would say, oh wow, you know, I meet with my parent and something different. This time I react differently, and I don't feel angry anymore, or I don't feel, you know, controlled and manipulated anymore. So, and I believe once we are able to just heal that one relationship, we are able to bring that healing and transformation and that power to other interaction, you know, with our supervisor, with our colleagues, our neighbors, and our friends.
That is so beautiful, and I really love the way you explain that concept of dealing with the relationships and how. So, can you tell us maybe a specific example, so viewers can really put that into perspective of give us maybe one client story, or maybe about yourself of um, during the regression therapy, what is like, how do would you take them back to the root cause of the problem and then heal it? Or give us maybe one client story or of yourself of actual session, and how it would look like, and what kind of transformation are you doing in the session?
So usually when clients come to me, they will come to me for a reason. For example, they say they are suffering from anger. I mean, and what's interesting is that usually the person, when they suffer from anger, is the type of person that is very quiet, very polite, and very, you know, easygoing with a lot of things in life. But then deep down, you cannot tell that they have so much anger inside them, because they just look so like nice. So this client of mine, she came to me, she said, I'm just so angry with my mother, and then I just wanted to do something about it. I just cannot stand. But also she is the only child, so she has to, you know, she have very frequent contact with the parent, because the parents are in their 80s, late 80s. And so the intention was actually to just look into where does this anger come from, and well, it just so beautifully that she in this session, we went through we had a first chat, and then I relaxed her. So we'll use the regressive relaxation, just to calm the body, calm the mind, so that the head, our logical mind, doesn't just like jump in, say, you know, what are you doing? And so what we are doing actually is to relax the body, relax the logical mind, so that we can go deeper into a relaxed state that is called alpha state. So alpha state is when our brain waves slow down, and that's where the creativity will happen. That's where the inspiration could happen. And that is the area, that is the state where we can tap into the subconscious that is beyond, that is underneath our normal daily thinking. So she was able to go under to that relaxed state in the alpha, and then we tap into a child. Actually, in that session, she went into a childhood, like when she was very young. So we were able to just look into what actually happened. And in that session, she was invited as an adulter today in her 40s, late 40s, to have a interaction, and loving and interaction with the little child of her. I mean, she is a little child. It was not easy because she actually was not able to accept the little her, because she was upset. She was upset with her mother. She was upset with herself when she was young. So, but when we found the difficulty, that's actually where the part that will bring the most transformation. So we were actually just, I just keep going, and then just until she was able to really accept what happened. And then she was given some tools inside during this session to feel, to bring a different perspective to what happened. And it was usually very intuitive for the client herself or himself, that they will come up with what they need actually in order to, let's say, break free this pattern. So yeah, with this client, after the first session, she came back to me. She said, I actually realized I love my mother. Although I'm so angry with her, I actually love my mother. I actually wanted to spend more time with her because she is not getting younger. And it was through the second session that she was also able to tap into a further step of what has been making her very powerless. Like she felt she couldn't stand up to her mother. So yeah, it was through the second session she regained certain strength and belief and trust in herself. And so by the end of our sessions, she was just able to speak to her mother every week, a few times a week, and even visit her during the weekend without fighting, without getting into the anger, old pattern of the anger and arguing. So,
yes. And during the session, is there some kind of maybe forgiveness, or maybe other tools that you're using to accomplish the results?
absolutely. Yeah, I think it's a lot about accepting and forgiving what happened, because no one did. I mean, most of people do not mean to hurt the others, or especially our children, right? So it was really just to look at our mother or our father or whoever that hurts us from a different perspective. But I think we will have to go into a different state when we talk about this, because it's so easy to jump into our head, say, oh, okay, whoever hurts me, I forgive him or her. But it's just not like that. I mean, if it works like that, the world will be in peace, right? We wouldn't have any wars. So it's really through this session, through the guidance, that we genuinely tap into a deeper state of our inner self, and then to allow that healing, that understanding, a new perspective really generate from deep down, from our heart, and then to feel that forgiveness or the healing in our body, in the cellular level. So, and that is the efficient and profound way of healing or changing ourselves. Yeah, to empower ourselves.
Yes, thank you so much. That was wonderful. So now let's get started with the healing that you have for us. She's going to do an amazing healing meditation. So
Yes.
let's get started.
Yes. So this intention, the intention of this healing meditation is just to allow us to tap into what we have inside. And everybody needs everything, needs different things, different time of the day. So I would invite people, before we go into, just have an intention. Just have an intention. What is it that I need right now to make me feel better? You know, whether it's the peace, or whether it's I want to feel more joy, I want to feel more alive, whatever you need, or you just feel that I need to have some freedom because a lot of people are in lockdown. So I would just invite you to come into this guided meditation with your own intention. And when you are ready, find yourself a comfortable seat. And if someone are drawn to, want to lie down, that's also fine. Just make yourself comfortable, and close your eyes gently. Yeah. And become aware of your body, how your head is holding. Is it forward? Is it backward? And become aware of your body. How is your body sitting or lying down? So if you are sitting, just become aware. How is your body sitting on top of your hip? Is it forward, backward? Just bring your awareness from your daily life, from whatever that was happening before this session. Just bring your focus and awareness back inside your body and become aware how you are feeling at this moment. And do not have any judgment if you are feeling tired, if you are feeling, restless. It's okay. Just accept, just observe how you are feeling inside your body. And I invite you to take a few deep breaths and breathing in through your nose, down to your belly. Feel the rise of your belly. And when you breathe out, feel the fall of your belly gently toward your spine. And because everyone has different lung capacity, so I invite you to just go into your own rhythm of breathing in slowly and breathe out slowly. Just allow this slowing down of your breathing. Bring more energy inside you. And just notice if your mind starts to wander, just become aware of your mind and then observe and let it go. And just breathing in and out. And I invite you to, on your next inhalation, just feel and notice how much fresh air you are bringing into your beautiful body. And how it's entering your lung to generate and regenerate your vessel. And our lung is where the body stores a lot of grief. So I invite you, when you breathe in that fresh air, and just have the knowing or the intention to allow this fresh air to cleanse or wash away, or have that exchange in your lung to release, to let go of the grief. Maybe you think, I don't have any grief. It's the grief from losing someone. It's the grief that when you lost a job, or you lost a partner, or you lost a dream that you thought it would make you happy. Or maybe you don't have to know what that is about, and just have the intention and the idea that I want to let go. With each inhalation of the new air, I want to let go of the grief in my lung. I want to let go of the old thoughts and just let the body does its work. You don't need to know how the body is going to do that. And on your next inhalation, I invite you to breathing in further down to your heart. You may know it, you may see it. For some who are more visual, you can see it, or some are just more imaginative. Just imagine you are breathing into your heart, bringing this fresh energy, this something new, this new air to your heart. And when you breathe out, just imagine or feel you are breathing out from your heart. And I want to challenge you to see if you are able to slow down so much that you are actually able to hear the heartbeat of your heart. You could also put one of your hands or both of your hands on top of your heart if that makes you feel easier. With each inhalation to your heart, and I invite you to become aware how your heart has been there for you even before you were born. The heart is the first organ that was formed in our lifetime. So just become aware how hard the heart has been working for you 24/7 nonstop. And I invite you to bring in, maybe just say thank you. Thank you, heart. Thank you for keeping me alive. Thank you for pumping the fresh air and letting go of whatever my body doesn't need anymore. Just thank your heart for being with you now, keeping you alive so that you can enjoy this life, so that you can breathe, so that you can move, you can see, you can smell, you can hear. You can hug the ones you love. You can see the beauty of the nature. And I'm going to invite you even further. I'm going to count from 1 to 3. And when I count to 3, I invite you to enter and be inside your heart. Just allow yourself to be creative and imaginative. What would it look like if I am inside my heart? 1, 2, 3. Maybe some people see a beautiful chamber of the heart as we sing in the textbook. Some people may be in the place of a beautiful white light. Maybe you don't see anything or you don't feel anything. That is okay. So I just invite you to listen to your heart and ask, heart, the intelligence of the heart, what is it that I need right now? What is it that my body needs? And just allow whatever comes to you. Maybe for some is to take a nap. For some is to go drink a glass of juice. For some is to go out and do a jogging, running. For some it's just to relax. And whatever it is you can feel, you can hear, or you can feel like you're imagining, that's okay. Just receive. And now I invite you to think of someone that you love so much. Maybe, or an animal, a baby animal, or your pet, or somewhere in nature that you truly enjoy. Allow this person or this place or this animal that always makes you smile, make your heart open, make you just feel like, oh my God, I'm just so happy to be here, to see it, to see her, to see him. Allow this person or this animal, this place to enter your mind. And just feel how happy, how relaxing, how joyful, how cute that you are feeling right now. Maybe you feel it's the ocean that just makes you so relaxed and happy. Just allow that feeling, that sensation to pump out from your heart and feel that joy, feel that happiness, feel that feeling of calm, feeling of love, of fun, to radiate from your heart to every part of your body. And maybe you can even imagine that that feeling is now pumping from your heart through all the veins, all over your body, to all the organs, and just allow that to happen. And just allow yourself to bathe in this good feeling with the person you love, with the baby animal you love, with the nature that you so enjoy. And when you're ready, I invite you to come back to your body. Take a big breath and allow this lovely feeling to stay with you for the rest of your day. Allow this love, this joy, this cheerfulness, this feeling of free, feeling of beauty to stay with you for the rest of your day. When you're ready, gently open your eyes and come back to here and now. And
Wow, Sonia, thank you so much. That was so wonderful. I love that you brought up pet and nature and all of that. It was like feeling so good. I have a puppy in my house. Like, wow, it was such a fantastic feeling. No words to
yeah.
express.
Oh, thank
Ooh,
you.
thank you. Wow. Okay, so let's do a quick discussion about the channeling as well that you do. And
Okay.
I'm really gonna, pull your leg there. She said not to discuss about that, so I'm like, no, I'm gonna discuss about that for sure.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm sweating now.
Yeah, I know that. Okay, so I'll talk for you maybe. So she is a channeler as well, which means she has this beautiful, amazing uh, spiritual gift that she has brought, where she has the ability to connect with the higher realm. It can be your guides, it can be your angels, it can be your higher self. So any questions that you have in your life, which might be, what is my life purpose, or it can be, okay, I have this issue that I'm trying to resolve. So any major life questions that you have, she has this ability to connect with your the divine guidance, whatever you want to call it as, and she can answer those questions by connecting to the higher realm. So if at all that interests you, you have to contact her. She's doing that online, and of course she does all the regression past life sessions as well, past life regression, and just in general inner child healing, this current life regression, everything that she discussed with us today. So we have her link in the comment box below, so please do click on that and you can book a session with her. Any words on that, Sonia? I did the work for you, by the way.
Thank you. Well said. Well said. I'm happy you did that for me.
All right, that's beautiful. All right, so we also have a 10% discount coupon code for you, and the coupon code is 0 point. You can contact her and let her know that you found her from 0 point, and she's going to give you that beautiful discount on your first booking. Oh, what a beautiful discussion. I really, really loved the topic and everything you shared. Thank you so much, Sonia. Any final words?
Well, I just appreciate you setting up this platform and providing this opportunity. I guess the final word is that I wanted to share that there's so much more in this life that we can experience and we can explore, and there is so much freedom and so much joy we can actually experience in our day-to-day life. And we have the chance and the resources to turn each of our interaction into loving or joyous or let's say nourishing interaction. So I just really hope, it's really my vision, that I just hope we all really enjoy this life. And so by the time when we are ready to leave this world, we will say, oh my God, what a fun ride, what a joyous time I have, no regret, right? We don't just pure joy and fun in this lifetime.
Ooh, wow. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. All right, my dear viewers, I'm going to see you in my next show. Thank you so much. Click on the link, and if you're watching this on YouTube, please don't forget to subscribe and share this video with as many people as you can. The more we spread all of this information, the easier for us to transform the world. I hope you support us for that. Thank you. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Vishnu. Bye. Bye, everyone.